Hi there guys, I just uploaded my last video and saw that 343 have actually put out their roadmap for Season 2 and Season 3. In fact, this is for the foreseeable future for us, and I gotta say, it's not great. I'm really disappointed with this because a roadmap is meant to be a bit broader than this and meant to give us a bit more info. I think half the stuff that they've said here in this roadmap we already knew about, and it's not any help. The fact that this was delayed for so long as well, this roadmap, but I think Joe Staten tweeted saying that it was going to go out I think during February, and it never did. The problem is now is, well, everything's really far away. Season 2 is staying until November, and that means that basically by the time Season 3's Infinite will have been out for about, well, a year, and that's just not enough content for a live service game to sustain itself for a year. It's really pretty dire, I gotta say. We don't know anything about what Certain Affinity's doing with Infinite, admittedly, and there probably will be an event where more is revealed, maybe at a Microsoft event in the meantime. But yeah, it's not great. I wanted to make a video today being a bit more optimistic about the future because we don't really know how well this is going to go, or if it, when it will recover. I think it will recover. But basically I just wanted to shine some light on how Halo Infinite could recover from this. With the subject matter today, we're going to look at CSGO and how that game slumped and recovered quite a lot. If we look at the Steam charts for CSGO, we can put in its release from August 2012 to December 31st, 2015, and we can see that that game made an absolutely huge recovery. It was not doing well, and all of a sudden it absolutely blasted itself up, and even till today it's still, one of the most played games on Steam. And then as we can see with Halo Infinite today, it's not so great. It's been on a sharp decline, and now it's sort of steadied off quite low. But basically CSGO is a competitive first-person shooter, much like Halo, but Valve have worked hard to try and make it a bit more than that. Now CSGO actually has a community market where you can buy and sell skins. These skins aren't just ones that Valve have uploaded themselves, these skins are actually made by community members. So Valve actually put out all of their assets that they use for skin making on the internet, and anybody can download this and download a copy of Blender or of Steam and just literally make their own skins for weapons in this game. And that is actually amazing how they've just allowed anybody to do that. Anybody with the know-how can go and do that. And then if they get approved by Valve, they can be put onto the Steam market, and they can be bought and sold. They have different qualities, factory new to battle scarred. It works really well for essentially a market. Not only that, say if you uploaded a skin and your skin gets bought, you get a sum of that profit, so the skin makers actually do see money from this, from their efforts. Valve have gone a step further and have allowed you to add your own stickers to your weapons, much like the emblem system that Infinite has right now, except these ones are monetized so that designers can add their own as well, and also you can add them to a few different areas of the weapon, so not just a select area, which is really good and allows for a lot of customization. CS's main mode has always been its competitive bomb demolition mode, but is also kept up with the times. Look at CSGO's Danger Zone mode. It's essentially a battle royale, and the good thing is it's completely optional and has its own ranking system. If you don't want to play it, you don't have to, but it's there for those who do. It's actually pretty good, and that's a sign that it's seen what's popular at the minute and tried to keep up with the times. Valve have also put out their own map editing tool called Hammer, much like how Halo has Forge. It allows the community to basically download this and make whatever they want. Admittedly, Hammer is actually a proper map editor and is an external program where the Forge is all integrated. The way that Forge is going, especially with Halo 5 and what we think will happen with Infinite, Forge in Infinite is going to be more of a map editor anyway, but the important thing is that Valve have put the tools in the community's hands to make what they want, and so people have made amazing things like maps that you can practice your aim on, or practice certain modes on. When I played a lot of CSGO, I used to play on this aim trainer mode all the time, and it was really helpful at me getting better at the game. And the cool thing is, I didn't even have to leave the game. It wasn't like I had to download Aim Labs and go in and change settings. Nope, it was all a part of the game. I used to do this before every competitive game, and I found it really, really helpful. So imagine if Infinite had something like that, a mode where somebody had made their own map for you to go and practice on, and how do you think that would affect the competitive scene? Do you think competitive players would have different warm-up strategies? Do you think this would make people better at the game? Well, I think it would have to, right? Not only do Valve let the community have a say in what goes into the game, but Valve are actually pretty dedicated to their games as well. Like the fact that they not only add new maps all the time, some of which are also community created, but they also update maps like Dust 2. Dust 2 saw a complete overhaul recently. I say recently, this was a few years back. They didn't have to do this. They could have just left the map as it was and made minor tweaks to it, but no, they completely overhauled the map, and now it just looks better than ever and is completely updated with the times. Valve also do promotional items for CSGO, as well as music kits, skins and things like that, and stickers. They've also done a Halo sticker collection and Halo music kit, so if you get an MVP medal in a game, it'll actually play the Halo theme as a reward, which is amazing. And you look at Microsoft today and all the companies that they have, and we haven't got any sort of cross-game promotion, which I think would drive fan bases crazy. You could get people who are big fans of Bethesda games to come over and play Halo for an event. Maybe they could cross the games over so that you get an item in another game for playing Halo Infinite. Microsoft have got access to all of this, but they haven't done anything of the sorts. I saw this image floating around when Microsoft first announced that they would be purchasing Activision Blizzard, and it shows the size of 343 Industries compared to a lot of other companies that Microsoft own at the minute, especially like Bethesda. And look how big they are compared to Bethesda. Like they're a little bit smaller, but they're still roughly the same size. And look at the other companies that, especially the ones that make like the Call of Duty games like Infinity Ward, they're not much smaller and they still get a lot more done, especially the ones that are making the Battle Royale ones. They add new content all the time to keep up with it. Whether I feel like 343 just isn't doing that. It's good to hear that Certain Affinity is now involved with helping 343 Industries, but is this too little too late? What's going to actually be done? Microsoft's got all of this at their fingertips, and I just feel like they're not doing enough and they could be doing more. Anyway, I still think that in a few years, Infinite's going to make a huge recovery and is going to be one of the best first-person shooters on the market. And yeah, we're going to be looking back and just forgetting about the rough start that it's had. I really, really can't wait for that. And I gotta say, I'm still excited for Season 2 and Season 3. I just wish there was more. I wish there was more so that the game could succeed better. Because looking back, you know, it only needs to look at its own history to see where it needs to go to succeed. Look at Halo 3, look at Halo Reach, the Forge modes, the community content, everything that it used to have, and all it has to do is repeat that and it would be successful. So it's really frustrating to see. So in conclusion, I just think that Halo Infinite would be so much better if 343 gave more say to the community, gave us some tools to make some of our own things, let us mold the game a little, like how the older ones used to let us do virtually anything. Literally, that's all they have to do. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and if you liked the video, let me know. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and goodbye.